One of the eternal debates that the fans have had since
Where's
this.
Your camera?
It's in my head. It's right there. There he
That
is.
one. Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
The fans are always debating, sort of how much has been planned out from the start of this new trilogy. Obviously, this was engineered a little bit differently than George did it. You did your thing, Ryan did his thing. How much did your early kind of ideas of, how this trilogy is going to end up had to kind of change, given Ryan was given latitude to go the way he wanted?
I feel that the story that we told, the goal for this movie, the job was to end not just this trilogy, and not even just to make a standalone film, though of course it needs to work in that way too, but to end, 9 films, 3 trilogies. And so the job was to look at all of them, including 8, and ask ourselves, what is the inevitability? Where is this going? There have been a lot of ideas since the beginning, since George first came up with this, of where things could go. We had a meeting with him before we even, wrote the script about this. I think a lot.
Episode 7 or episode 9?
9. Oh, really? So a lot of, what we have taken, is really taken to heart everything that's come before, and it's been, while it's been obviously significantly challenging, it's been a greater opportunity than a challenge, and it's I cannot wait for you to see what this movie is.
Are we still exploring a little bit of Rey's backstory in this? Are there still unanswered questions that can be answered in this one, or do you feel like there are other questions that you're answering in this?
Well, there are a lot of questions, but knowing that this is the end of these movies, you don't want to demystify everything, but this has to be the ending. This has to tell the story. So we weren't looking to play games with audiences, and so this is like I think we knew that we had to make this thing feel like it was a satisfying conclusion. And I can't wait for you to see it.
The title of the film is The Rise of Skywalker. There's only one Skywalker left. We know that for a fact, right? Ben Solo.
Keep going.
So so he's just rising, I guess. He just keeps rising. Kylo keeps rising.
I guess in the Horowitz version of this thing, that could be good, and maybe that's what happens. I can't wait for you to see it.